When I think of public health in my community, the first thing that comes to mind is the bay I live on. I live in Cliffwood Beach, Old Bridge, New Jersey, which is right on Raritan Bay. This bay separates into different sections such as Lawrence Harbor, Cliffwood Beach, and Keyport. Right across the water, you are able to see the outline of New York City. From the 1920s to the 1950s, the area I live in used to be called Settlers Beach, mainly for being known as a hot summer beach resort. There were golf courses, restaurants, dancing halls, amusement rides, casinos, swimmable waters, different inns, a big saltwater pool, and bungalows to rent. When a big hurricane in the 50s hit, it destroyed everything, and the neighborhood was never fully restored to what it once was. From here on out, the neighborhood was seen as more of a residential area than a vacation spot, although people did fish and swim all the time. In the late 1960s, metal slag from the National Lead Factory was used to create different seawalls and jetties along Raritan Bay, including ones in Lawrence Harbor and Clifford Beach. The slag was a byproduct from the lead refining process that contained mostly steel, lead, and other heavy metals. Over time, this polluted many areas. Meanwhile, people had still been swimming and fishing. It wasn't until 2007 the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection looked into it. This is where they found high levels of lead in the soil of Old Bridge waterfronts, including Lawrence Harbor and Clifford Beach. Fencing and signs were placed in certain spots to prevent people from being exposed to such material. In 2009, the United States Environmental Protection Agency officially confirmed the lead. Approximately 2,500 feet of the seawall had been contaminated in overall elevated levels of lead and copper. It was then declared a Superfund cleanup site. When Sandy had hit, most of the waterfronts had been extremely damaged, this ultimately pushing the project back even farther. Bringing us to 2017, there still has been no major efforts to clean up this area. The lack of public health is the reason why it has gotten to this point. If people had considered not using metal slag or called for tests sooner, things would be very different now. Even after the news got out, it felt like people just cared less.